Solo Dolo Tarot. I'm reading the moderations, help everyone feel safe. To build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers, choose who can participate, set a delay between messages, hide or put people in timeout, manage message held for review, add a moderation to your channel. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Solo Dolo Tarot. Alright, guys. Excuse the background. Shorty loves Hello Kitty, so we got a Hello Kitty background. That don't stop the show. Hello Kitty don't stop no show. Okay, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we have the Queen of Wands, right? Got people looking for money. You got people searching for wealth. Yeah, house is not a home. Death. You could be, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Death, you could actually be planning to move. You could be planning to move somewhere you feel more safe, more secure. Not saying that you don't feel safe and secure, but you don't. You feel as if you can't trust the people you're around. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. We've got the World in reverse. And we've got Nine of Swords in reverse. So you have this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio woman who's worried about going to prison. They're worried about being imprisoned. They're worried about you being triumphant over them, right? They're worried that you'll outshine them. That you may know more. You're more knowledgeable, right? You're more intellectual, right? You have more intellectual property, right? More knowledge, more insight, right? They're very double dealing. This Queen of Cups in reverse, right? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is someone who has, if they were, Holy Spirit, if they were a recovering addict, they fell short. Now they're in rest mode. Yeah, they fell short. They fell short. They were tempted. Yeah, they were tempted. They have to give you your money back. Yeah, they're in rest mode. You have literally peeled this person's brain apart. They tried to pick your brain and ended up, in the process of picking your brain, scrambling their own brain. I'm hearing scrambled eggs. Fried brain cells. Pricking fingers, return to sender times 144,000. Yeah, that doesn't work over here anymore. Sorry. I just know because the Lord tells me. We've got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Success disguised as deceitful. Yeah, you got the Hierophant in reverse. Right? So they have no one on their side. If they had people working with them, people look at you as a weakness. Yeah, you're a weakness. You bring your enemies to their knees. You have someone being hit with the Tower. You have an Ace of Pentacles coming. And a Page of Cups in reverse. Deception, clever, cunning, fishy offer. Yeah. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. You have an Ace of Pentacles on the way. 4 of Cups, not pleased, not satisfied. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, this person tried to portray themselves as holier than thou, as if they were better than you, right? And you were always the earth angel, right? Jesus sat with sinners, he didn't sin with them, right? Jesus used, God used people who were, not, who were not perfect. For if you were perfect, how could God use you? How could God call upon you, right? The glory and the honor wouldn't go to the Most High God. It would go to the human that was being used, right? Okay, then. Just saying, guys. Just saying. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so here you are moving carelessly. They feel as if you're careless, right? When it comes to this Ace of Pentacles, right? When it comes to this wealth, they think that you're careless, right? They think that you're unjust, unfair, and the Lovers is in reverse, right? So they feel as if when you obtain this Ace of Pentacles, this wealth, these riches, that you're going to be dealing with people who cannot be trusted. You're going to be dealing with people who cannot be trusted. Yeah, King of Cups, because you are the King of Cups. Or you're transforming into the King of Cups, right? With it falling out sideways, right? Someone who's very intelligent, creative in science, law, and, business, right? So it's kind of like take what resonates. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, guys. But it's given the energy of having good discernment, right? To know who deserves to be with you, to know who doesn't deserve to be with you, to know who has set you up, to know who has something to gain from you, right? And we have the Two of Wands in reverse, right? So these are people who are trying to have ties to you any type of way that they can. Amber. What is amber? Isn't it something like when the fire burns, it's like amber? Like the fire burning with amber and brimstone, right? Right? Like something that's burning, something that's in the fire, right? Somebody got their ass lit up. I'm also hearing Muhammad Ali. I'm hearing Layla Ali. I'm hearing Ali, but don't fight like Ali. Yeah. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. Someone's got knocked off their throne, right? Someone got knocked off their throne. Someone wanted to sit on their high horse thinking they were the Empress, right? Instead of just trying to be the queen that she really is, she wanted to try to step up and be the big Empress, the big Emperor, right? These karmics, right? Against divine feminine and divine masculine. And that's why, reckless behavior gives you reckless results. You end up getting wrecked, right? Holy Spirit. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So now this person has come to you as wanting to be the Empress. They've got knocked off their throne, put on their ass, right? And now their life is facing a lot of difficulties, right? Adversities, calamities. They're going through hell and hot water, right? Things are not what they seem, right? They wanted to be perceived as the Empress, right? I'm running shit. This is my city. This is my town. This is my network. This is my job, right? I'm the boss. You feel the energy that I'm saying? And they've been shut the fuck down and put out of commission, collective. Yeah, and you're walking into the sun. You're walking into the sun, and it's crazy that it kind of wanted to come out in reverse because at the same time they're feeling as if like at least they're alive, but they got James 1-2 counted all joy. They got their ass whooped. They got their asses handed to them. Whether this was an actual physical fight, whether it was mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, or sexually, right? The jokes, they are the joke. They are the butt of the joke. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Put a ruin to their plans. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be the law. Confirmation. This Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Libra, Gemini, Aquarius duo. Both came, destroying the opposition, right? So this Knight of Wands in reverse and this Knight of Swords teamed up to take down their enemy. Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles. You're sitting in the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. All they did was brought you a victory. Yeah. Abusing their power brought you a victory with the Strength card, right? So this is someone who has, with the Hierophant in reverse, this was someone who would, what's the word I'm looking for? They have high authority. They can get shit done like that, right? They have a lot of pull, right? They can walk up this street right now. They can walk up your street and everyone would know who they are, right? They have pull. So, with that being said, as the Hierophant is in reverse, they've lost that pull. They've lost that connection. Confirmation 151 on the clock, collective. Yeah, Ten of Swords. They're literally running from death, right? It's in their advantage, but it's not permanent. It's never permanent. These are people who are forcing things to go their way. We have the High Priestess in, High Priestess in reverse. This is surface knowledge, right? This is surface knowledge. And the Fool. That this person is a fool. Time and time again, they're foolish. Time and time again, they let that spirit get to them, right? And they go carelessly back to their person. They go carelessly back to the past, right? They're a fool for this person, right? Actually have 4 views and 4 likes right now. That's the confirmation. And it ends up bringing them a depth to everything that they've created, a depth towards everything that they've worked hard for, right? Whether it's, championships, whether this is someone who's athletic, whether this is someone who has their head on a swivel, whether this is someone who praises the Most High God, right? When they interact with this, I'm seeing this King of Wands, this Fool, right? King of Cups, this person that they deal with consecutively, when they join forces with this person, it always brings them a death. It always brings them a tower. Someone's always facing imprisonment. Somebody's always 5 of Wands in reverse, fighting over wealth, competing, right? Always being put in third parties. Fuck a third party, 5 parties, right? This is a guy that'll fuck 5, 6 different women, right? Women, men, trans, like he will fuck anything with the whole, right? He'll have you fighting with yourself. He'll have you battling his demons for him. Yeah. 9 of Cups in reverse, right? You're feeling incomplete. You're feeling not poured into. You're feeling drained. You're feeling emotional. You're feeling unstable because you're taking. People have to realize this too with karmic debts. When people fuck over a divine being, it is when you come into someone's life as a divine being, you kind of ease their pain. You ease their pain. You don't do shit for me. I could be stopping you from dropping dead. You don't do shit for me. I could be your mental stability right now, right? You don't do nothing for me. I literally could be helping. You could be helping someone heal from a past breakup, right? From the loss of a lover or a family member, right? So you never know what people's going through, right? But this person can't pour back into you. Being a divine being, interfering in someone's life, especially when it comes to karmics, collective. When you're interfering and dealing with karmics and you interfere in their life, you start to take their karmic debt. I had a twin flame once, right? And she was so in love. This Scorpio was so in love for this goddamn Leo that she would do anything. And she was a beautiful, beautiful divine being. She was a divine being. She was a divine feminine, right? A DF, divine feminine. This fucking karmic masculine, this KM, took complete advantage of her. He would take her check. He would destroy her home, destroy her car. He would cheat on her, give her STDs, put her in third, fourth party situations, right? To where her life will start to go to shit. She's losing her job. She's losing her home. She's falling out with family members. She's falling out with friends, right? Nobody cares. She feels as if no one cares for her. She feels as if she's left alone in this world with no one to have her back. She's feeling as if the Most High God has even turned his back on her, and that this karmic masculine is the only one who has her back. And the reason why is because this karmic masculine has brought death to everything that she knows and loves. Of course, nobody's going to deal with you if you're dealing with the devil. You're feeling as if this person has your back when really this person is the one who's pushing everyone away from you. This person is ruining your blessings. You're going through hell because you're feeling as if he's easing the pain, but he's not easing the pain. He's slowly killing you, right? Collective, he's slowly taking you out because you're paying his karmic debt for him. Of course, everything's going to be peaches and cream for him. Oh, he's my peace. He's my this and that. Yes, disappear from that motherfucker for a month or two. Disappear from that bitch for 6 months from now. I guarantee, collective, leave that motherfucker alone for 6 months. They're going to be blowing you up. I'm going through this. I'm going through that. I can't survive. I can't this. I can't this. I can't that. My days ain't looking sunny. Cloudy days look like it's raining. Like shit is hitting the fan for these people because you're not there to take that karmic debt for them. You're not there to soothe and ease it. When the Most High God blesses someone with a divine being, especially when it's a fucking karmic, and you're put in their life to ease their karma, and they fucking fuck you over and don't like you're already there interfering with their karmic debt. The least they can do is treat you with respect, right? The least these guys could do, right, guys, is treat you with decency and have some type of fucking morals, right? Because you are their validation. Because the world don't fuck with them. The Most High God don't deal with them. He's turned his back, and their prayers will not be answered. It's a death to it. It's a death to that. It's a death to it. Yeah. They're sitting somewhere miserable, facing death. 156 on that clock. Yeah. Everything that they've worked so hard for with the Nine of Cups in reverse was a waste of time. Was a waste. This new image, this new perception, this good fight that they were putting in was a fucking waste. They went backwards. They went backwards. They thought you were going to go backwards, and they went far back. Too far back. Yeah. Good advice. Yeah. You've got good advice for them. Halt. Stay the hell away from them. If this person wants to reach out to you, it's a no. Anyone from your past, it's a no. It's a no. It's a hard no. It's a hard no. So you really have to get comfortable with realizing that these people are just not compatible with you. They're not compatible. Anything that may look like it's grand and nice and big and for you, it's really not. It's a waste of time, right? It's going to be unfavorable news. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, it's an end. Spiritual belch. It's an end, collective. It's an end. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person has been halted. Yeah. Yeah. You not turning your back, regardless of everything that has happened to you, has made this person, yeah. You never walked away from the challenge. Any challenge they brought your way, you never backed down. And so now this person is feeling sorry for themselves. They're somewhere loathing, so sulking, and woe is me, right? So now they went back to this person who's tied to the devil. Yeah. And having reasonable fear and shame. You know it. Your family knows it. Your sisters know it. Your friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yet this person wants to be, once again, reborn again because they know that you're finna get a proposal of love, right? But they want a Three of Cups with you. They want a victory with you. But this person continues to have a breach of faith. This Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio continues to have a breach of faith. Continues to go back to this past lover who's out to fucking destroy her. Queen of Pentacles. You are their This person is not realizing that while they were trying to sacrifice you, they were realizing that this entire time that you were a sacrifice, right? They're realizing that they were their third party sacrifice. So though they may have been trying to sacrifice a sibling or a cousin or a brother, right? They didn't realize that their lover was trying to sacrifice them. Their mistress, right? Their concubine, right? They were the sacrifice. Yeah. Clouded joy. They have clouded joy. They were a joke. They were a joke. They were a sacrifice. The fact that they've even made it to this far is actually shocking. They were not supposed to be alive today. They were supposed to be a sacrificial lamb as well. They should have been dead. They should have been dead, collective. This past lover, this past lover has been out to get them. This past lover has been out to, steal their light, steal their shine. See the clouds? You don't see the sun. See the clouds? They were coming to put darkness in them. They were coming to bring cloudy days, to make them think that all cloudy days mean rain. Wow. Yeah. To make them think that you were perverse, you were dark, that you were not of the light. Yeah. 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 This is an ain't shit type of guy right here. Yeah. He's juggling the news. Yeah. He wants someone to kiss his ass. Yeah. Because he's a star. Because he's a celebrity. He's not a star. He's a celebrity. You're just a celebrity. To be a star, that's something different for me. You know? You can't call everybody a star, you know? You can't. Some people have no talent. Some people are not even stars or celebrities. Some people, you'd be like, how do you feel about so-and-so? I'd be honest and just say, no, he got lucky. Can't rap, can't sing, can't dance, not attractive, in debt, he's just got lucky, right? Yeah. This person is very jealous of you. How is someone's lover jealous of someone's brother? Or someone's, like, how could you be jealous of someone's brother? That's their brother, It's kind of creepy. It's weird. You're jealous of my brother. That's my brother. Like, regardless, that's still my, like, biological brother. Can't compete with blood. That's like me being put in a third party. You think I'm going to fight with you and your cousin, or you and your brother, or you and your sister? No, go be happy. By all means. Three of Pentacles. And I wouldn't interfere. Like, say what I have to say, do what I need to do, and then keep it pushing. Yeah. But to consistently dwell on it after you have had your closure is ridiculous. Worried about what somebody's doing with their body. And if this person is watching you, right, this person was meant to embarrass you and make you a sacrificial embarrassment and a joke, right? And now they're feeling Three of Swords. Now they're in love with you and the sibling. How fucking disgusting, right? It would be different if it was a beautiful thing. People fall in love with people all the time. But this is not love. This person doesn't know what the fuck love is. Honestly. This person does not know what love is. This person does not truly know who the Most High God is. This person possibly has never heard God speak. Because God doesn't have anything to say to this person. I'm just saying. Yeah. The Emperor. And you're still sitting on your throne, right? They somewhere still, sitting on their high horse, feeling some type of way about you. And that's perfectly fine. They ain't gonna step. You got somebody who wants to meet you, right? This sister wants to meet you. She does, yeah. She wants to do right by you. She knows that you all are related. She knows that she wants to admit now, I have a problem. Now she wants to admit it. Though, if you kind of watch people, as I like to say, context clues, you know when someone's doing drugs. You know when someone has an addiction. And it's not a reason to beat them up. It's also all more of the reason that a person needs to just admit that they're not perfect, that they have flaws, that they are just like you. And this person may be upset because they feel as if you're better than them. Yeah. And it's not even about what others think. It's about what they nigga think, what they man think, what they woman think, right? It's about what they partner thinks about you, right? Because they're looking at you as like a mistress with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, but you're nobody's mistress. You don't do those type of things. You are divine. Two of Swords in reverse. You don't do fake love, right? So if you were to do something with someone, you're not tied to this person for real because this person is not tied to you for real. This person is faking the funk. You're in a fake relationship. This person wanted to pull a wool over your eyes and shit, you know, you got a veil over your face, right? So you put a wool over your eyes, you know, they say people born with a veil over their face, you see beyond the, you know, you see into the spirit world. So like tarot reading is like having a veil, right? To be psychic, to see spirits, to have a veil. They wanted to pull the wool over your eyes, and you like, bitch, I was born with a veil. I still see you, huh? Look, put a wool over your eyes. You like, bitch, I still see you. You know, like I still see you. So yeah, this person was an imposter. This person came being an imposter, right? Study bringing lovers to you to try to force you, you know, force their will upon you, and they're facing judgment. They're facing judgment while you're gonna have this Ten of Cups. You'll have the life that they thought that it was meant for. They tried to take the life that was meant for you. What's set in stone, what's meant for you, no man can change what God has already written in the stars for you. If you were meant to be a celebrity, you were going to be famous. If you were meant to be, you know, a famous rapper, a famous, you know, celebrity, a famous boxer, whatever, it was always written in the stars for you, regardless of who you met on that path and on that journey. And I'm really tired of repeating myself with this because this person is dealing with someone who has this high God complex. And it's like, nigga, you don't have a God complex, nigga. You are literally death. All you have to offer me is death. All you have to offer me is, you know, ruin. All you have to offer me is crimes of passion. All you have to offer me is literally setups and knives in my bag. Not one knife, not two knives, but 10 of swords in my goddamn bag, right? That's all you can offer me, right? Is towers. All you can offer me is adversities and calamities. And this person is so in love and so fucking blind and dumb nip with it that it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, I know. So, okay, yeah, but it's like, no, 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 no. Yeah. Stressing about money. Yeah. Stressing about money and worried about you cutting them off. Yeah. Worried about you cutting them off and leaving them with what they have. Nothing. They have nothing. You're leaving them with what they have. Their child, their 2 feet, and they own motherfucking train of thought. Right? You're not trying to force anyone to be with somebody or see the world like this or that, right? You're gonna lead them to their own motherfucking thoughts. You don't give a fuck. You don't even have a penny for their thoughts. I'm hearing that, you know, like a penny for your thoughts. You don't have a dime for their ass, right? You don't want to give them a penny for their thoughts. You don't got nothing for their ass. And, you know, you leaving them with what they have. The mess that they caused. The false lover that they chose over you. This false twin flame. They chose a false twin flame over you. And so they're facing ruin. Yeah. Yeah. Sad story. Yeah. They have a will and desired hope to make things better. They are, you know, with the 6 of Cups in reverse, they do have a desired will and hope, and they are somewhere reflecting. And they feel as if they've wasted their time with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, this person's really, truly in their head. And with the Empress, they're literally like, they don't, you know, they don't want to be bothered with anyone. Yeah. They're standoffish. Yeah. Standoffish, cutting people off. Don't want to be bothered. Don't want to be bothered. Yeah. Yes. Credit and compassion. Who your family is a hot mess collective. I will tell you that much. These people are a hot ass mess.net.org. PBS fucking kids. Like, this is some childish shit here. And I say, hey, what's gonna be the BS today? You know? They working real hard. Better pray. Okay? They don't want to get along with each other. But you're walking into great joy and oh wow, you're walking into great joy and feasting with an ace of pentacles. They can't stop this from happening. Yes, they so blind and petty. You got a new proposal of love coming. And right after you get this new proposal of love, then here they come. Right after you make this proposal, right after you get this proposal of love from Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, here comes Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. spilling their emotions and their feelings and how they feel and how they fucked up and how they were halted, how they went against you, how they were blindsided, how they didn't know that they were running away the Knight of Wands, someone who loves them and cares for them and blah, 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 blah. This is someone who just wants a fucking sob story. They want to abuse their power. They want to abuse your soft spot. They want to abuse your forgiveness. They want to abuse your love. They want to abuse the fact that you're a great person. So no, gut punch that ass. If they reply, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them. And the way I'm also seeing that, what's going on with this family dynamic. Yeah. Reasonable fear and shame. Eight of Swords and Rebirths. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This family member and their lover, not only did they try to set you up, not only did the lover set up the partner, right, your sibling, but they also set up they set up you, your sibling, and they set themselves up as well as their partner. Everyone was a sacrifice. Everyone was a sacrifice. And everyone's feeling, everyone's feeling stupid except the two sacrifices that had no clue. Once they found out, once they got the blues clues, context clues, they went they went Scooby-Doo on motherfuckers, right? Scrappy-Doo, right? Scrappy-Doo. What's the guy with the blonde hair? I forgot his name. He stays slick and he have his little, what's the name of shit tied up and shit? What's his name? Fred. Fred and Daphne been fucking shit up because they look good while they doing it, right? Ain't no Scooby-Doo because Scooby-Doo's scary. Scrappy-Doo, I'll take that, right? You can weigh that, can't face that. We amazing, adjacent, ex-basic, yeah. Reasonable fear and shame. Reasonable fear and shame because they know they tried to make you look like you were crazy, you were a fool, this is ridiculous. Steal your money, steal your life, steal your identity with the wand, with the magician in rebirths, with the pentacle, the cup, the wand, yeah, and the sword on the table. They wanted you to lose all your connections. They wanted you to look crazy. They wanted you to lose stability, emotions, your money. They didn't want you to have shit, period. They wanted to bring a death to you. They wanted your money, your wealth, not your riches, your wealth, your light, and literally your damn life. Yeah. Yeah. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius with the Five of Swords called them out on their shit. Yeah. Tower, Hierophant. Yeah. Yeah. They were caught out on their shit for lying, being dishonest. Yeah. And trying to Ten of Swords you. And now it's all going back on them. They have no other choice but to run back to who they feel that their God is, which is this past lover. And it's kind of sad, this person's down in blue. This person's back down in blue. Anytime I hear the name blue, I think down. Sad, down in blue. Blue used to be one of my favorite, one of my favorite colors. But to be down in blue, right? To be sad, right? This person feels like, ooh, blue. Blue is the sky. Blue is so high. High like the sky blue. And it's like, no, baby, to be blue is down, baby. As above, so below. To be blue is to be, I'm going down. That's what she going to this person is saying. She's going down. She's with this person getting high, going down, going backwards, spiraling out of control. While you're sitting on your throne, standing on business, successful with everything that you do, and you barely have to try for things to turn around for you. I'm studying here in Mark 7:7, asking you shall receive. At this point, I just said, hey, you send a text like, can you come get me? I'm ready to go home. Oh, you hit me. Fuck. If I gotta knock a nigga, I knock a. If you gotta fight, you will fight. But at this point, you ready to go. And whatever you got to do, you gonna do it. You will get the job done. And you will get your money with no offers or contract signed. If you sign another contract, that needs to be a separate check. If you want me to join if you have someone who's coming approaching you with a check and they want you to join a program or a show, they need to give you that money separately as a peace offering, and then the second check with the whatever contract if you decide to sign that contract. But you have free will. You have your soul. Amen. Yeah, so you can't be cloned, you can't be copied, you can't be replaced, you can't be killed, you can't be fucked with. You can't be bowed, bent, or broken unless you decide to. I mean, who kind of wants to decide that, right? Anywho, Nine of Swords. Page of Wands. This person doesn't want to end up on the goddamn news. This person doesn't want to be all in the blogs for their bullshit, but they love to be in the blogs being praised, but they hate the, this is someone who they can take the good, but they can't take the bad. This is a person who wants to have their cake and eat it too. And I know Trey Songz, they say, ain't that what you're supposed to do? Ain't you supposed to eat it too? But bitch, stop being greedy. Give everybody else a slice too. You feel me? Oh my goodness. I'm hearing seek. I'm hearing freak. I'm hearing chic. I'm hearing neat. Neat can't be beat. Y'all gotta let that go. You may catch her when she a little lit and out of her, drinking, but don't let that woman be sober. She will really work your ass, and she's very little. I adore her. Don't get it twisted. Don't you ain't here, and I think that fight. You did not beat Neat, baby. That was a tie. And if she would have been sober, she'd have wailed your ass. I'm trying to tell you. You the type of person that like you sit and wait for a motherfucker to be off their rocker. Like you can't win up against a motherfucker sober. I could beat a motherfucker drunk, sober, high, whatever. Like you can't fight when you're, lit, homegirl. It's been proven. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Proposal of love. The same person who I'm getting this same person who you're getting a proposal of love from is the same one who knocked the bitch head off. Who left the bitch stuck. Looking like a cockroach on her back. A dead cockroach. A cockroacha in Parkway. In O Block. A dead cockroach on their back. The big cockroaches, right? Bitch on her back looking like a turtle. The turtles when they flip over? Stuck. Then when you knock them on their asses, then they somewhere stuck, face busted open. Knots. These people are terrible. Yeah. You're a star. You're not to be played with. Yeah. These people are really upset that you are victorious. That you can't be beat. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary to know that you can't be beat, that you stand in your divinity. I guess that's some freaky stuff. I mean, right, Ooh. I'm hearing Latifah. I'm hearing Queen Latifah. All hail Queen Latifah. Shout out to Queen Latifah. And shout out to anybody named Queen. And shout out to anybody named Latifah. I'm hearing Queen Latifah. All hail Queen Latifah. They got to respect it. They've got to respect it. I'm also hearing promo bono solo. I'm also hearing that too. I'm also hearing photo. I'm also hearing logo. I'm steady hearing promo. I'm hearing Four Loco. Somebody likes to drink Four Loco. I'm hearing malt liquor. I'm hearing Mad Dog. I'm hearing hog. Somebody could have a pig. Mad Dog. Somebody could drink Mad Dog. Somebody drinks Mad Dog. Somebody has a hog or a pig. I'm hearing log. Somebody has a lodge. Log. Somebody's burning something by the fire. Fog. Fog. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Five of Swords in reverse. You have the Six of Wands, and you have the Moon in reverse. So with that being said, collective, there's going to be an end to you running away from, you have nothing else to fear. You have nothing else to be flighty from. You might be taking a trip, though, right? You are not running from anything. You may be running to a vacation. You may be running to an island. You're not running from an enemy. You're not running from troubles. You're going to be, taking off. It's going to be an end to your troubles. And into you looking for love from family members and friends and, faithful lovers, right? You've been putting in the good fight with the King of Wands in reverse, right? You've been putting in the good fight. Yeah. Yeah, you're still out there searching for love, right? The Empress in reverse, right? You're not letting nobody knock you off your throne. They trying. They want to. They want to so bad. They want to so bad, but they can't. They can't. It just every time someone comes for you, it just put them in more shit. Yeah. And it leaves them confirmation Four of Swords in reverse, leaves them unwilling to even take the risk. You got the Six of Cups in reverse, right? So yeah, this is the prophecy. They wanted to be greedy and sacrifice you. You cut their ass off. You put it into the relationship, and you look at it as bittersweet. Still standing on business and leaving them, with this Four of Pentacles that they have. This person who thinks that they are the all and above beyond, and you know they ain't shit but a Four of Pentacles. You know, so you know you have a Ten of Pentacles, and you're getting justice. So you know, stay blessed, stay protected. Shalom, and thanks for watching.